Today we will discuss the concept called functions. But let me know what is meant by function. Set of statements, block of code, good. So function is nothing but, I'll give you a little introduction part of function, then we'll come back to this. Generally, when we are discussing this C language is top to bottom approach. C language is top to bottom approach. Whatever the statements you are going on writing here, those statements one after the other, it will execute it. Those statements one after the other will be executed. But what happened? Whatever the task you want to perform here, if it is a single task, no problem. If it is multiple tasks you are performing here, then what happens? Debugging, so multiple tasks in a single function or single method, or as we are discussing, this is a C language, right? So in main we'll be having the entire code. Main will be having the entire code. So if you are going to perform multitasking or multiple tasks here, what happens? Decoding will become an issue. Not decoding, debugging. Debugging, because so here you started performing multiple tasks. The lines of this particular function code is some 900 lines. Assume that the code here we have 900 lines. Now 900 lines in a single program, checking that if any problem you face, checking that, like if you are not getting the results what you expected, tracing back will become a bigger problem. So due to that, C supports modular programming. C supports modular programming. Not only C, Java, Python supports modular programming. Means now you are breaking the bigger problem or breaking the bigger program into different modules. Okay, this is a particular block of code. This is a particular block of code. This is a particular block of code. And this is also a block of code. So this block of code will perform certain action. This will perform certain action. This will perform certain action. This will perform certain action. Okay, like that, each block of code will execute some task. So functions comes under modular programming. Functions are example of modular programming. Okay. So to write any function, we need to remember few things here. Every function should have a declaration. Every function should have a declaration. In terms of C language, I'm telling. Every function should have a declaration. Second is function call. Function call. Third is function definition. Function definition. Fourth is return. Function declaration, function call, function definition, and return. These are the 4 steps using which you can use functions in your programming. First one is function declaration. Generally with the main function, so before going to explain function declaration, let me know main is a user-defined function or predefined function. Quick replies I want. Main is a user-defined function or predefined function? Quick, Amma, let me know. Main is a predefined function or user-defined function? Quick. Okay. Actually, main is a user-defined function. Main is a user-defined. I'll explain you how. After immediately function definition, function write up, like you have written the function name here. How you will know that this is a function? Based on this basis. If you kept like this, that will be called as a function. Okay. So if you kept here semicolon, means you are terminating. But instead of putting semicolon, you have written flower bracket, means about the body of this function you are writing here. Body of this function you are writing here. Then what happens? This main function became user-defined function. Main function became the user-defined function. And the main is the keyword. Main is the keyword which is predefined keyword. So when you are talking in terms of keyword, main is the predefined keyword. But when you are talking in terms of functions, it is a user-defined function. These are user-defined function. Is it clear? Any function, if you are after this braces, if you have written flower bracket, then this will become user-defined function. Okay. So when you are writing user-defined functions, then you require function declaration. You need to declare that. You need to declare what all the functions you want to write. For example, I want to write add function. I'm going to write add. So this is what function declaration. I can put semicolon. So if I have like a return type, I'm going to write int. If I want return type, integer type return type, I'm going to write int. Float, you can write float. String or char, you can write char. What kind of return type data you are getting, that kind of data type you can mention. Okay. I'm not speaking, I'm not relating this concept to your Java, this concept to your Python. I'm related simply for your C language. Okay. So int add. Int mul. It means multiplication function I want to perform. Multiplication function. Int division. What all the functions you have, you are going to list out here. Before started your main function. Your global variable declarations. Okay. Before your global variable declaration, you need to declare your functions also. Then what we have? We have function call. What is the purpose of this function call? Why do we require this function call? What is the function, purpose of return, function call? If you don't know, let me know that you don't know. Yes, Ma, you are correct. I'll open one. Word document. So, why do we require function call? See here, execution of C program or Java program starts from C language, main function. So if you are going to take C language or any Java language, execution of C program or Java program will start from main function. So whatever the block of codes you have written, whatever the functions you may written, whatever the program you may written, it is least bothered. This blocks of code, maybe you have written very important code, very huge code, latest techniques you have used, whatever the reason it may be, it is least bothered. So when you ask to compile the program, the compilation is to checking the errors, right? Is there any mistake in my program? Let me know. That's what list of errors will be displayed. Okay, when you started your compilation, what happens? It will search for main function. It will search for main function. Until and unless main found, it will going on search. It will not start execution. Simply it will search because it doesn't know from where it has to start. It doesn't know from where it has to start the code. So due to that reason, what happens? So it knows that it has to start, the program execution has to start from main. Okay, has to start from main. As soon as it found this main function, then it will start executing. Then it will start executing from here. It will start executing from here. But what it will do, it will start from here. It will end from end here. It will start here. It will end it here. It doesn't know that there are important blocks of code is available here. Main execution starts from here and still here. So if you want to connect all these blocks, whatever you have written, so that connection is required within the main function only. You need to pass function calls here. You need to call all these three functions from the main function. Main function has to call. Then only the compiler will comes here. Otherwise, it will stop and returns from there only. Okay. So then only it will. Otherwise, what happen? Only this block of code will get executed. If you want to give the connections, definitely what you have to do, you need to call all these functions in the main function. Then only it will possible. Let me show you one program in C language. Simply check this printf. Hello. The student of this course. So you all find this? You're able to see the output? So here what I have done, this is called as function declaration. This is called as function definition, function call. And this is function definition. So if I am missing this, for example, if I kept this as a comment, say, it will execute only this part of code. It doesn't know that there is a subfunction we have. Until unless if you are not giving the connection, Until unless if you are not giving connection through function call, you will never execute the subfunction. So compulsory you have to give a connection here. Execute this one. This is one kind of function. There is no interconnection between these two functions. Except function call, there is no communication. Okay. That communication can be, for example, a is equal to 10. We are passing a. Then here you need to write int. Here I am taking int val. Val is equal to val plus 10. Result is equal to percentile D, comma, 1. Printf given value is percentile D comma A. Let me know what output we will get it here. What will be what can be the output here? See, here I have taken a value 10. That a value I am passing to a function called hi. This a value I am passing. As I am passing the value and it is a type of integer, at that I am declaring here. So I will have a function called hi, whose parameters are integer type. Only one parameter I have, and that too, that is an integer. Now what happened? So when you call this function, immediately the compiler will move to here. And this a value will pass to this val. Now already we have val consists of a value. So here we have taken a variable called a, whose value is 10. Now here I'm taking another variable is val, and I'm passing this 10 to here. So this val consists now 10. Now immediately what I'm doing, I'm performing some operation here using this val. Val is equal to val plus 10. So immediately what happened? This will convert it to 20. And the result will be displayed as your value. Value consists of 20. 20 will come here. The result value is 20. You'll be getting. Then again going back to your main function and to execute some other statements which we have in your main function. So here I have hello world. Hello world will be displayed. I am asking it to display the given value. The given value is 10. I'm getting. But what happened? I did not return this 20 to A. Due to that reason, here val becomes 20, A becomes still 10, and that will be shown as a result here. This is of one-way communication. From calling to called function, you are passing values. So inter function or inter process or inter function communication. That first one is no return types, no argument passing. And we don't have any kind of communication between two different methods or functions. But now second type, we have one-way communication. Here we have main function is sent or called. While calling the function, you are passing the value. So main function pass the values to sub function. This is one inter-process or inter-function communication. Execute this one. Is it completed? Yes or no? Let me know, Ma. Is it completed or not? Anyone is there in the class? No, let me know, is this is completed? Only one is there in the class. What about the others are doing, Amma? To give the reply, you are taking a lot much time. Now, do like this is from calling function to called function, right? The communication is happen in between calling function to called function. Generally, it will be there, but you have given the communication in between, like from calling function to called function. Now I want in reverse way. Now I want reverse way. Now called function to calling function it should be. How to write? Yeah. I need to remove this. A is equal to high. It should be int type return. So val is equal to 6. Val plus 10. Then you want to display. See the result. So here I have taken int a, but nothing passed. Now I'm calling function. How I'm calling? A is equal to HR. Sorry, hi. Means what? You go there, perform the action, bring the result, and save as a value. So what happens here? Initially, A is I'm sorry, A is nothing. But here we have another variable called variable or val. Here I passed as 6. Then I have performed val is equal to value plus 10. This becomes 16. This I want to display, so it gets displayed. Now I just want to send back this value. And this value will come here and saved as a value. So it will come here and saving in 16. Save as 16. So what happens? And now you want to print hello world, then the value. So here it is 16, here it is 16. This is what? From called function to calling function communication. Okay, do this one. Okay, students, we'll meet in the next session.